here's some things we already know about Jesus. That Jesus is God. John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word. In John chapter 14, verse 7, he said to Thomas, if you have known me, you have known the Father. In John chapter 14, verse 9, he says, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. And in Genesis 1:1, God and Jesus created everything. In Genesis 1:26 and 27, he created you and me. In John chapter 1, verse 4, it says, in him was light, and the light was the life of men. Without Jesus, there would be no life. There'd be no plants, no animals, no people, no anything without Jesus. In John chapter 14, verse 3, he said he's coming back to get us one day. I can't hardly wait for that. Or either we're going to him. He said, I'm going to prepare a place for you, and if I go, I will come back to receive you to myself. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4 teaches us that Jesus is going to rule and reign on earth, just like you and I are right here physically on earth. Jesus is going to rule and reign on earth for 1,000 years. He's going to rule and reign on earth for 1,000 years. And then at the end of that, Revelation chapter 20, verse 11 through 15 will be the final judgment, and that'll be at the end of the millennium. So we've got like the Old Testament time up to the time of Jesus, then you got Jesus to right now. We're living in this time, the church age, and then you've got this little bit of time called the tribulation, 7 years, and then you got another 1,000 years that Jesus will physically be here. And then at the end of that 1,000 years, we'll have the new heaven and the new earth, the final judgment, and then the new heaven and the new earth. In Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 and 7, verse 7 says, and of the increase of his kingdom there will be no end. So we know a lot of things about Jesus right now, but the question is do you believe the things that are written about Jesus? Do you believe they're true? And this is really important because what we think about Jesus determines our final destiny.